Hi guys, Matt Thomas here at Cedar Rock Studio Guitar Gallery in Indiana. And today I've got a very special guitar on my lap. This is actually a Marchione guitar. Now, Steven is actually out of Texas and he's quite known for his arch tops. And I had seen lots of them throughout the jazz world because they're very, very fantastic guitars. And then I was at NAMM and came across him at a booth selling acoustics. And they're very much in vein of the shape of his arch tops, or at least the overall face shape. Now, this is what he calls his OM. It's a little different than you'd think an OM looks, but I love what he's done with this particular guitar. Now this one features a bear claw Swiss Spruce top on it with a very, very high grade Brazilian Rosewood back and sides. Now you could probably tell here that the Brazilian goes all the way up through the heel cap here, and the reason that he can achieve that is it's a Spanish heel construction. So the neck, or the sides are built into the neck, and the back gets laid on top all the way up to the tip of the heel. Now, it's bound all the way around with a highly flamed maple, and on the face just has a very simple black purfling strip all the way around. Now, he does these very elongated ebony bridges here that's, almost nearly in the center of this belly, but he's one of the few people I've seen that has a really forward shifted wide X and then has fan braces all the way across the belly here for kind of individual voice of each of the strings. Now, another thing is he does a really simple rosette here, and this is just a black ebony ring with no purfling, just clean and classy. Now it's 2 1/4 down here at the saddle, so it's great for finger picking or fingerstyle, and then 1 3/4 here at the nut. But he does a very flat C shape that will kind of remind you of an arch top feel of a neck. It's very playable, and the other thing is there's a lot of frets. The way that this upper bout is kind of extended and the fretboard extension goes all the way up, you've got full access all the way up to that 21st fret up here. Now, it's got a non-bound ebony fretboard over top of a mahogany neck that, yet again, like I said, is a Spanish heel construction. And as you get up into this headstock, he doesn't have a volute, but each of the cheeks of the back of the headstock here are deeply carved into the flow of the headstock. So, I mean, you can reach above the nut and almost form a chord up here. It's quite accessible all the way past the first fret. Now, it does have an ebony head cap with his very unique shape and Marchione logo, well, name, on the full headstock. And there's also what looks like a burn print of his Marchione label on the back of the headstock. And you might be able to see here, these are quite unique tuners. These are actually Spursel tuners out of Cleveland, Ohio, and they're locking tuners as well, and they're ultra responsive. Now, I've played several of these, and every time I do, I love them even more. It's almost like the experience of playing a classical guitar with how sensitive and responsive they are, but it's a steel string. Even the body shape feels kind of squat and sits on your leg like a classical would. I had assumed that it was a 12 fretter, but it really isn't. It's just the proportions of it that are quite comfortable, but as you can see, it's a little wider than a standard OM as well. Now, if you've got any other further questions about this very special Marchione guitar, message Alan at cedarrockstudio.com, and thanks for listening.